exactly. True. It is time to have Stephanie in the studio, but it looks like that
I can hear you. I can hear you.
The headset volume wasn't loud enough for her.
One, two, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Hello.
Hi, happy Friday.
I know, finally.
It's a little bit colder outside. I know that you don't like that.
Yesterday night, actually, after the show, the performance. Oh my goodness.
It was cold.
Why? So we had it was full, the audience, seats were full, but like, how? On the street, no one was walking, no one was there, and I'm like, oh my god, we're screwed, but thankfully, thank God.
Well, yeah. It's only gonna be cold until today, and it's supposed to get warmer starting tomorrow.
What is this?
It's that
remote control. There's a remote control in the studio. I like it.
For the two TVs up there. All right, so we've got a lot of stories to look at for today. So obviously we're going to do what we've been doing for the past few weeks. We're going to read you the first story, then we're going to divide it into Team A, Team B, and you guys are going to vote for Team A or Team B. So you're giving some advice to our listener, and then we're going to take the winning team, and the person who gives the best advice is going to be getting a K-pop CD, and also one of the stories today is going to be chosen, and we're going to be giving you guys a K-pop CD as well. So, let's get into the first story.
Let's get it on. Okay, the first one is from Mexico. Paula Tovar, like that. All right, so I'm graduating this year of high school. I'm not sure what career to take. So I talked with my family and they told me the pros and cons. After that, I was so confused, but I found what I wanted to do. The other problem is that the career that I want is in other states, but my dad doesn't let me go. Here, I cannot go for the career too, but it's not the best way to approach the career. So I decided to don't go this year to the university until to be sure or take the risk and study the career in here. So what should I do? Okay, so this is the team A. Take a year to be sure, and B, take the risk to study the career in here. Okay. Well, we don't really have details for the first stories, but we don't really need details for this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. When it's not really relationships, we really don't need it. So pretty much this is what's happening. So whatever job that Paula wants to do, if she goes to another state, she gets a higher chance of actually getting this job. So training for this job is going to increase if this happens in another state. But if not, she could study this craft or whatever she wants to do in her area, but it's not really going to give her a steady basis for this. So
true.
What is she going to do? Should she take a year just to be sure? So so go to university pretty much, or number 2 or B, take the risk to study the career just in her neighborhood.
Which her parents want her to stay.
Want her to stay.
Right. So I really want to know the reason, because my parents, they're very supportive. I know,
Me too.
Of course, I think our listeners' parents are very supportive as well, but maybe there might be a reason that because Paula, maybe because there's a reason that your dad doesn't let you go, maybe
Well, I know that all parents are going to be worried about their daughter, privately.
But I don't know.
Well, you and I have come from very, supportive backgrounds.
Right, that's the...
Very different. But I like to say that, let's put it in terms for Stephanie. So Stephanie, obviously she was in the LA Ballet Company.
Right.
Obviously it is a big ballet company. Now, let's say you were living in Texas or you were living in Kansas.
Well, there's a Houston Ballet Company.
Okay, so I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
I see.
If you were in a different state that maybe wasn't really well established, there would be ballet dancing schools.
Yeah, but school or studio,
studios, just smaller ones, but not a big company.
Okay, got it.
And you really, really want to either go to Houston or New York or
Boston,
or wherever. Some of the bigger ballet schools or companies,
which everyone wants to be one of the members.
So, obviously, I think it would be the same situation. Your parents are saying, don't leave the state, study it here.
Right.
Or go there and actually achieve the dream because you know that you would be well established.
The States, right? Still it's not a different country, right?
Yeah, well, obviously it was just a different state. So I'm guessing in Mexico, either if she's in Mexico City,
like New York,
yeah,
like
so
LA,
yeah. So if it's Mexico City, maybe it's in Cancun or other places.
Cancun, yeah.
I think that, state-wise, though, it depends on what kind of stuff they're doing, especially in Korea, even when it comes to working in hotels. Depending on which region you're in,
right.
It really does help with your resume.
True.
So I'm guessing that Paula really wants to work on her resume now.
Well, and also that works in the future.
It does.
So I really want to cheer up for Paula, though, because, me,
but I don't know. Like the A and the B, actually, I don't really.
We because it's different environment.
Yeah.
We grow up with a different background, but to encourage my listener, I don't know. For me, I will recommend you to follow your heart because me, that's why I don't have regrets. And I don't fight with my parents about it. So I'm the one who chooses my life, and I really want, if there's a chance for her to become a better person or to better have a resume, why not have an adventure?
Exactly. And this is something, both of us don't have kids yet, but,
well, we have a dog.
Well, yeah, we have dogs.
We have puppies.
But if we'd have to go with the aspect of if I were to have a child, and if my child said, after college or university or high school, so last year of high school, they still don't know what they want to do. We've talked about this before on our show. You and I both say for the first to second year of college, it literally is just trying out different majors.
Right. So see what happens.
Yeah.
And, then definitely you will find where your heart goes.
Exactly. You might find that you like something completely different once you go to college. You might feel that you need to do something different or you find new interests. So I'd say that.
Well, just you don't have to.
No, no, I'm trying to choose which one it should be because
it doesn't belong to everything.
Yeah, true.
Just give the advice if you can't choose it.
Yeah, today I don't think I'm going to be able to choose because either or I don't really.
It's not you, but
I choose C. Go to the state that you want to go to build your resume. That would be my. That would be my
that's
advice.
What I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway, so for me, going to the other state and then challenging is just that was excitement for me. So I went to Houston, I went to San Francisco, I went to New York, and I kind of made my career in LA with the LA Ballet Company. So every time when I go, I see their style, and you can feel that it suits or it's not suitable, So you grow with that kind of experience. So I think when you're young, especially, experiencing it is the most important thing. And, challenging yourself is just one of the, exciting, adventurous thing.
Exactly.
In your life. And you will never regret it, I'm sure. Because,
yeah,
because most of them, my friend who had a very, because her parents very strict about everything. Now she doesn't talk to her parents because she's been following the rules in their house, and then, her parents wanted her to become a professional ballet dancer and blah, blah, blah. But she actually didn't want to do that. She actually wanted to just be in the little small place and teach.
Okay.
But she had that huge resume, but she wasn't happy.
Okay.
Even it was just one of the biggest company in the States. But now she decided to come back to Korea, and she doesn't know what to do.
Oh.
So she's like, I'm tired of it. But because this is the one job that I've been doing it, I don't know what to do in the in future. So I was it was a little sad for me because she really is having a hard time. And she's the same age as me, 28 years old in Korea. I don't know. She's still young for running a business, but still not mature enough to, really be in that business. But, it's blank. Yeah, and she doesn't want to talk to her parents because her parents will be like, go back to the States and blah, blah, blah.
Go back and do a ballet company and do what you need to do.
And I'm like, really? It's like, your daughter is not happy.
Yeah.
So it was really sad. So I really wanted to cheer you up, Paula.
Yeah,
really.
so Paula, just like Stephanie's friend, obviously she did what her parents want her to do, but in the end it wasn't what she wanted. Even though she loves ballet,
it's a different category.
It's a different category. I think it's also, it does go to with a lot of artists or, people, especially when it comes to arts or even jobs. These days, it has become a topic that a lot of people have been talking about, and I don't want to go too deep into it, but a college degree isn't necessary for a lot of things that we need to do in these days.
Yeah, no, not really.
If I was a CEO of a company, and if I had a lot of people with a really nice resume, but they don't know how to interact with people. I'm sorry, but I would not want somebody who is just book smart over somebody who knows
the experience,
what they're talking about.
Right.
So let's say if I was going to own a restaurant, yes, cooking schools are important. Who you were, you learned
the basic
under,
stuff. Yes.
I mean, who you learned under, who was your, sous chef beforehand. It is very important because I mean, in dancing and whatnot, it's the same thing.
You need to have a skill.
But I'd rather have somebody start from the bottom and have more imagination with their food instead of learning from a certain sous chef or some really expensive school in France or in Italy and then come and not have any imagination at all and just be very stubborn with the restaurant because these days you have to be unique. You have to be your own person.
Otherwise, you cannot survive from
Exactly.
that.
So, I mean, if I were to be opening up a restaurant, I honestly would probably pick the person who has more imagination. They might not have the best cutting skills in the world,
that
but
doesn't do anything.
I mean, once it goes into food, we don't care as long as it's good.
Right.
So
if it's good food,
exactly.
then that's something. So yes, this is like the part of the ugly truth. But you know what? In the social life, you need a connection, the networking, and you need people.
Yeah.
To get those people, you need to experience. You need to meet people. Otherwise, you're not gonna make one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Team A, Team B, or Team C? Because it looks like Stephanie and I are going for Team C today.
Yeah, but it's like there's no
Team C. But anyways, Team A should Paula, just take a year off of university and just pretty much take a year off in general and just kind of experience life to choose what she really wants to do? Or should she risk studying and listen to her parents and just, following in her footsteps of what she wants to do work-wise in her neighborhood?
Yeah, give our listener the advice because I think today we need advices.
Yeah.
Yeah, picking the team is not that important.
Yeah, I think picking the team, isn't that as important as, getting some good advice to Paula. So think of that in mind. What we're going to do is listen to a track that hopefully can spark your youth. We're going to listen to Viva Primavera or Viva Changchun. What we're going to do is listen to this track by Dick Funk. So we'll see you guys after this. Okay, so we're back and we need you guys to continue to send in either advice for Team A or Team B or Team C because
well, there's no Team C, but
Stephanie and I are kind of going for Team C today.
Yeah, just advices.
Yeah, just advice.
Yeah, Team C.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to our second story.
Yeah, because
pretty long.
We have a problem here. We have a problem. So Sophia from USA. Hello, I have something to share with you. My instinct telling me my boyfriend is in danger, but he never listens to me. So I need your opinion to tell him. Okay, so my boyfriend owns an office. 6 of them are working together. All of his coworkers were guys. About a few months ago, they needed more workers, so a girl had job interview, and she got the job as my boyfriend's assistant. Is this my jealousy problem? Oh no, she really is hitting on my boyfriend in the office. My workplace is near his office, so I usually go there, have lunch together. My boyfriend introduced his new assistant to me. She asked everything about my everything to my boyfriend, even though I was there watching. I'm friends with his other coworkers, so I was talked with them. they said they are worried about my boyfriend too because the girl already asked to my boyfriend to have some coffee together, and sometimes she's wearing a short tight dress and trying to look nice to him. The bigger problem is my boyfriend doesn't know anything about this. How? I asked him, how do you think about your new assistant? I think she is like, huh? She said, oh no, she's nice, but just coworker. Learn fast and have good sense of it. Not that I don't trust my boyfriend, but if they have spent time together much at office. And she has aimed to hit on my boyfriend, then never know. What do you girls think? What do you think?
Yeah, she's hitting on him.
To give you the truth, yes, she doesn't. I mean, maybe.
But you don't trust your boyfriend either.
Yeah. I mean, are you confident enough? Really? Why are you so jealous about it if you're confident?
Well, this is the thing, though. I understand where she's coming from.
I really don't.
I understand where she's coming from. But, because a lot of people do say this, guys and girls, and it's just not just girls, but guys and girls say, it's not that I don't trust you, it's I don't trust the people around you, which I can understand. It's not so much, okay, so this is
because the environment made people different.
That, and it's just like, if, it's pretty much in this perspective of, so let's say, in this perspective, so Sophia, the reason why she's upset is, even if her boyfriend is oblivious, which he's not oblivious, by the way. He knows that she's hitting on him. But anyways, it's just the fact that, she knows that she's already wearing short skirts. She's already flirting with her, or with him in front of her. Mm-hmm. And it's just more that, at the office, for her to be flirting with him and to know this and to know that she's going to try and touch him, try and, wipe something on his face.
Yeah,
there's something. It's like, come here. And that's just pissing her off.
That's true.
That's what's pissing her off. That's why she's saying she doesn't trust. It's not that she doesn't trust him. It's more that she doesn't trust her.
Right. I mean, I understand that. And then the glad thing is like your office is right next to your boyfriend's office.
True.
So you can check and you can actually hear all those like gossips through your other coworkers. And you know what? If that was my situation, I will I'll be frenemy with her. I'll be close with her. Yeah, make her in your side, and you have to just girl. You're the boss. You already have him. It's like then if you come close with her, then you will see that she can be your little. It's like. You can try, but you're not gonna get him, honey.
Yeah, I think that mindset is actually very important. Because is it the fact that, because Stephanie also asked you the same question, are you not confident enough about your relationship? Do you feel
don't
that?
Go walk behind and then, try to hear all those gossip. Just step up and it's like, girl, come here, let's have a talk,
Well, yeah, that, or, I say, play fire with fire. She's wearing short, tight mini skirts. You wear a short, tight mini skirt and walk into the office and see how your boyfriend reacts. Well, think about it. I mean, he works with coworkers. She's friends with them. I really, I'm pretty much quoting a K-pop song, but AOA's miniskirt.
Right.
It's like, you don't look at me the same anymore. If I wear a miniskirt, people turning heads, why are you the only one that is oblivious to it? So if you feel that your boyfriend is oblivious to it, or you feel that this girl who's either younger or you think prettier than you are, step up your game too.
Yeah.
Wear a short miniskirt. I mean, don't wear that to work. Before you go to see him in the office, change into a little bit more of a, a skimpier skirt or a little bit, lower,
cut down. Like V-neck.
Show some cleavage. And, let's see how he reacts to other men looking at you.
Yeah, we can do that. But I don't know. I need to know how, like, your normal life, like, what do you, like, enjoy to wear? Because, like, if she only wears, like, just nice pants and then just, like, office, clothes, then just all of the sudden, because now your boyfriend's coworker know that, you're a little intimidated by her. So like just showing up with that short skirt and showing the cleavage, I think that will, if it can go wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, it can go wrong. So it's kind of dangerous. It's a little sensitive, but you know what? You can little style it up a little bit more. Like Aira said, I mean, we can wear like short skirt in a different time, but if it's like office hour, then make your office look a little bit more stylish. And you know what? I think the best thing is like get close to her. Then you will see who really she is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think now this is like social life, and it happens to everywhere that you really have to read people. If you want to boss it around, then you really have to step on and you need to know that person. Yeah. And I'm sure that your boyfriend knows already that she is already like flirting with him. But you know what? Who knows? Maybe our listener's boyfriend always is like already on top of her head. It's like, you can do whatever. But
he already knows. He already knows.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, but that's the thing. It is a matter of trust, and I know that you're not going to be pleased about it either way, shape, or form. Because I mean, regardless of whether your significant other is reacting to it or not. Think about it, Stephanie. If your current boyfriend, whether he's talking to them or not, if he keeps getting calls from girls, even the same girl over and over again, you just like, hello, stop. So, I mean, it does become an annoying factor, regardless of the fact that either if your boyfriend is reacting to it or not.
Right.
If your girlfriend is reacting to it or not, if guys keep calling her at odd hours, obviously you're going to get offended.
Right.
Maybe
like that, if it's that situation, I will get mad at my boyfriend. Cause
for not
be like
putting your foot down.
Yeah, like you have to behave.
Okay.
Yourself. I mean, if you want to date me, you really have to be a man.
If you don't want to go with the attire, I think maybe upping, since you go for lunch anyways, then why don't you make a lunch and kind of keep it indoors, like in his office. You already know the coworkers. So, make him a lunchbox. Do something romantic. I know it's kind of childish, but kind of show her that, excuse me, this is my territory.
Yeah, I think that you kind of need to show that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your boyfriend doesn't have a picture of you two in his office, put one in his office.
It's like, hi, honey, this is my picture.
It's like, here's my picture on the wall. Do you remember this trip when we went to the beach last year and I was in my bikini and like you really had a nice body? Put that there.
Oh my God.
That kind of stuff. So, I mean, making sure that the girl knows that it's your territory is not that bad of a deal either.
It's like a dog. It's like you have all this like mark.
Mine. This is mine, and this is mine, and you cannot touch this. Go away.
Oh my goodness, that is funny.
But yeah, I mean, keeping it very personal. No, not keeping it too personal. But keeping it very professional. That is
right.
But also, showing his assistant that you are his girlfriend, I think is something that you could show, but the biggest importance here is how your boyfriend is reacting.
Right.
Because if you're doing all of this and your boyfriend is still going over for her and still being nice to her and still like showing her, sweet affection and whatnot, I'd say dump him.
Yeah, don't be desperate or don't be a desperate girl to get your boyfriend. That is not relationship.
Yeah.
Seriously.
If you feel that he's going to fall for her and for her cheap, whatever she's doing, don't even.
Yeah.
Don't even.
That is, I know it's hard, but that is kind of annoying.
Because you know what? If it's not her, it's going to be another girl. Somewhere down the line. Of course,
that's like, your boyfriend is another, like, a assistant, but it can be a guy, but you know what? I think your boyfriend is enjoying, maybe, I mean, not like a, just in the office. Let's just talk about just workplace. Maybe if there's only a male coworkers, that'll be always like very like, hard and not like a, but if there's one girl who can kind of like bring that, energy up, maybe, in the working wise, I mean, he will have a fun time and also having fun working. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can help your boyfriend, but if that goes too far, then that's a problem. Because like we said, I mean, it's your job to step up and make that make that not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaswinder says, one word, trust. Don't let that beep sink into your mind a relationship. Like Isak said, fight fire with fire.
Fire.
So, yeah, I mean, step up your game a little bit. I don't know how long you guys have been dating. Wait, you didn't say.
No.
Yeah, you didn't say how long you guys have been dating.
No.
If it's the beginning of the relationship, I mean, keeping the spark in the relationship is not a bad idea. If you haven't, beginning of the relationship, I mean, keeping the spark in the relationship is not a bad idea. If you haven't been keeping the spark up in your relationship, then I think that this might be a good, I guess, wave maker for your relationship. Because if maybe you've been in a relationship for a couple of years and you guys have kind of been, you know, just in a very comfortable zone. So you're in the comfy zone where you're not really trying too hard to be in a relationship.
Right.
She might be a good, you know, whirlpool to kind of get you guys sparked back into the relationship, or make you guys realize what your feelings are for each other.
Right. If you need like a fashion tip, just like send us your like photos or like, you know, some kind of like a style, so we can kind of like you know, give you advice about the fashion tip.
Yeah. Maybe we can help you with your
The makeover.
sexy yet tasteful work attire to make sure that little assistant over there ain't gonna take your man. Anyways, and confidence is key too. Men always love confidence. So I mean, obviously for you
That was my first question.
yeah. So confidence is key indeed.
Yeah.
All right, guys, continue to send in your advice for not only Sophia, which we just read, but also for our first story, Paula.
Of course.
Continue to send in what you guys think. We're going to be sending out some K-pop CDs today. So keeping that in mind, what we're going to do is listen to some more music. We've got the track 혹시 몰라서, Just in Case by BMK. We'll see you guys after this. Today, it's
a little deep.
It's a little deep. It is kind of heartbreaking because I've actually kind of been in a similar situation.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So should I start?
Yeah.
All right. Karen from Philippines. I just wanted to hear your opinion on my problems. It's been 2 years since I was carrying this. It's about my father's girlfriend. It's been 3 years since my mom died from illness. My dad found his girlfriend in our province. They are high school classmates in the past. My mom died December 2010, and my dad found his new love in September 2011. I felt bad because my dad didn't mention at that time that he found love to another woman. I heard it from my other relatives. I didn't meet his girlfriend even once, like hi or hello. Nothing last 2012, the girl left the country for the work. After the days, months, and years has passed. The girl called me and asked how am I. I froze for a second and could nod. I could talk after for a while. I didn't know what I felt at the time, but I cried after we talked. Since then we talked every month. So here's my problem. She will be coming to home this year, April, and having a vacation here in the Philippines. What should I act towards to her? Should I tell her what I feel? I'm happy that my dad is not feeling lonely because he has his inspiration, but anyway, can you give me some advices or encouragement to what I have to do? Please help me, guys. Yes. All right. So, you've been into similar situation, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad remarried when I was in 7th grade. And he was also dating and living with his girlfriend at the time for about 3 to 4 years or so. Whenever I went to go visit him on the weekends, because my parents split, I saw her, obviously. Now, she was divorced as well and had 2 kids. Her son is younger than me and her daughter's older than me. So I went from being an only child to a middle child.
Right.
Over a span of a day.
Interesting.
Very interesting. I was never mistreated. She was a very nice lady. She never mistreated me. She was very nice. I was never really the type of person to be mean to anybody or to really have an opinion.
And there's
I guess to say.
but and you grew up in the States.
Yeah.
If it's in Korea, because that's like totally different.
Yeah,
situation.
if I was growing in Korea and I was in a Korean culture, that would be very hard.
That would be very, very hard.
But even back then, I was actually one of the few kids in my school, because I lived in a very high-end neighborhood. Nobody was getting a divorce then. So I kind of was the only one that was
having this problem.
Yeah, was having the problem. It's a very lonely feeling. Now, I know that your biggest problem right now is how do you treat your dad's girlfriend? There's no right or wrong. There is never any right or wrong when it comes to dealing with step-parents. Some step-parents are easy to deal with, or you can, you get along very easily. Sometimes you don't. I know a lot of people think that, what are you trying to replace mom? This is a very big deal as well you go through. It's a question that you ask as well. There's no right or wrong you go through. It's a question that you ask as well. There's no right or wrong. But if you don't feel right, don't hide it.
Right. And Karen, I think you are handling it very, very well. I don't know how old you are, but you are grown up already. And you know what? I think reading your message, it kind of reminds me of maybe she was worried. Now you're not the only person who's nervous.
Yeah.
Maybe if she really loves your dad, she really wants to be part of your family, she knows that she cannot be like fully involved, but she will keep trying to become a better person for you, or better, not mom figure, because that's like different story, but try to be friends with you. But I think you can rule the house because your dad loves you, of course, because you're his daughter. And then if you are not happy, your dad will not be happy either. So, maybe you can be I'm not saying bossing around, but you can be number one, right? Yeah, in the household. So, yeah.
But that's what I was saying earlier, because, if you're not comfortable with something, don't hide it. That is the worst thing that you can ever do with somebody who's re-entering your life.
There'll be a lot, like a big
void. There's going to be a big void there. So, we're not saying to be mean about it, but
and you don't have to fake it.
Yeah, but you don't have to fake it. So we're not saying being rude, because obviously she is older than you.
Yeah.
But like you said, your dad has found new inspiration. He's been able to find somebody he can trust and confide in, which is something that that you could, relate to and you feel good about. But when it comes to you yourself, regardless if your dad remarries, she's never going to be your mom. So never think that never think that you have to make room in your heart to push your mom away because she's passed away, and fill that in with your dad's girlfriend. Right. There's no reason for you to do that. Society isn't going to make you do that. Your dad isn't going to make you do that. She's not going to make you do that.
Right.
No one's going to make you try and erase your mom. So don't feel pressure to do so. But it is something that you can think about is, like Stephanie says, take control of the house, though. She is, for the rest of her being, whether she marries your dad or not, she's going to be forever a guest in your household.
Right. And she is also risking. Yeah, the fact that if you don't really, she already knows. So, your dad's girlfriend, she's a little smart. That's the smart move, because she's trying to become close friends with you.
Exactly.
And I know, because you're young, I guess you're, I don't know, in a high school, middle school, high school, but you're handling it really well. Yeah. But you know what? I know, in the childhood, if you have like good memories with your mom and everything, you're not gonna be a person who's gonna be like mean to other people or like that. So, for now, I know it can be a little weird, but when you grow up a little bit later, like when you're like in 20s or like 30s, you be to your dad's girlfriend, because, dad, he's a household, and he's having if he worked so hard, and then, but you know what? Having a partner in a life, I think that's good thing for him.
It's a good thing for him.
And they're classmates.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, he went back to his, high school acquaintance, which, whether it was his first love or not. But, like Stephanie was saying, I mean, no one's going to force you to do anything. Mm-hmm. If your dad decides to remarry and you're against it, then don't hide it.
I don't hide it. Yeah, he will follow your rule.
Don't hide it because, in the end, it is your life and it is your father. You are getting older, and if you think about it, your dad is going to grow old by himself. Mm-hmm. And for him to find somebody that he can confide in now, despite the fact that he is a father.
That will make you a little bit more.
Yeah, right now might not, but later on you're going to feel relieved that when you're not there, there's somebody there that they can take care of him. Mm-hmm. And now, right now, so your biggest problem is how to deal with her. Don't try to do anything. Don't fake it. If it's uncomfortable, be uncomfortable. Don't try and make the situation something it's not. Mm-hmm. If you guys laugh at a joke, laugh at a joke. If you guys find out that you have something in common, enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Don't try to be like, oh, since it's dad's girlfriend, I have to be nice to her. Mm-hmm. I have to be this. I have to be an angel. You don't. Be yourself. Take it or leave it. It's your household.
Right.
So don't feel too burdened. And I hope that really, really did help.
Yeah, and she's a grown up. She will approach for you to become more and more close with you. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no more tears. Don't be too burdened. So I don't want you to feel too pressured to do anything.
But like after the phone call, like she cried. I think I kind of get what you're going through, but you're growing up.
Yeah,
I think.
So.
Yeah, and then you're handling it really. I'm very
really
proud of. Yeah, our listener. Yeah.
Very proud of you. Mm-hmm. All right, so we didn't really get a winning team today because you guys just gave out.
It's obvious.
An amazing a lot of advice. Crystal says risk it. Option C is what she said, but I would pursue it. And Crystal did the same thing, and this is her story. She pursued a tennis career by leaving Canada and going to California. Mm-hmm. Her parents were sad to see her go, but they did let her go because they knew that she would regret it if she wasn't sent up, and she was able to grow up in that experience to be on her own. It's not that your parents don't want you to go, I don't think. I think they just can't believe that it's already time to see you go and grow up and leave the nest and be sent out into the world. So they will support you if you talk with them just a little bit more.
Right.
So that's what Crystal says.
Good advice.
Great advice. All right, guys. Well, it looks like it's time for us to say goodbye. Check our message board for everybody who's getting signed CDs.
Yeah.
Check taking us out of the story. Our stories for today was Step by Step. Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.